21st, around 2:30 a.m. local time in Iran, the U.S. military used a BBU-57 bunker buster bomb against Iran's nuclear sites. Their targets were Natanz and Isfahan, three of the most heavily protected facilities in the world. This was not just another airstrike. It was a demonstration of how far and how precisely the U.S. air called upon. Each bomber carried the massive GBU-57 bomb designed to penetrate deep into concrete and steel. Gold. To destroy Iran's critical nuclear infrastructure. The mission lasted roughly 30 hours, including multiple aerial refuelings, making it one of the longest in recent years. This attack shows just how serious the United States is from advancing its nuclear program. But it also raises a dangerous question. What would happen if Iranian air defenses spotted one of these stealth surface-to-air missile systems like the S-300 or S-400 visible to radar? And what kind of a response would that trigger from the United States? Right now is a moment that could redefine tensions in the Middle East, and perhaps even drag the world closer to a large... The skies over Iran have become the new front line of modern war. Bold move by the U.S. Air Force. Deter Iran, or will it spark a retaliation that could... We'll break down the details of this unprecedented strike and explore why it happened, what it means, and what might... So, could Iran actually detect a bomber? After several B-2 stealth bombs in Isfahan in a coordinated strike, one pressing question emerged. What if Iran tried to fight back and actually detect and target one of the most advanced bombers in the world? Do both sides operate? Iran has invested heavily in air defense, and possibly even the S-400, long-range surface-protect critical areas. They also operate their own Bavar 373 missile batteries. These are sophisticated weapons capable of tracking and destroying many aircraft, like the B-2 Spirit, were built precisely to defeat them. The B-2 doesn't just carry bombs, it is a flying stay invisible. Its unique triangular shape combined with special drastically reduces its radar signature. To an operator sitting in a radar site deep, it appears as little more than a faint noise, almost impossible to distinguish from the background. Even if signal, it would likely be already too late. The B-2 operates by entering enemy airspace, where traditional radar struggles to track it. By the time an Iranian battery might spot it, close for an effective missile intercept. And unlike in traditional air raids, the B-2 doesn't operate alone. Aircraft, fighters like the F-22 and F-35, and supported by naval units such as the Aegis-equipped destroyers and carriers, form a shield that can jam, confuse, or destroy enemy radar long before a shot is even fired. Launch a surface-to-air missile, it would expose its position immediately. In seconds, potentially targeted by precision weapons from American fighters or ships offshore. The risk for Iran is that trying to engage a B-2 could lead to a rapid one that wouldn't just neutralize a single air defense site, but it could cripple its wider network. The result for moments like these, its ability to penetrate deep into contested airspace, combined with its long range and precision payload, unmatched advantage. Unless Iran can develop a break publicly, no such system has emerged. Its best option is to avoid direct confrontation, otherwise into a much larger, more dangerous conflict that no one really wants. Why were Fordo Natanz? To understand this, you have to understand how deep Iran's nuclear ambitions. For more than a decade, the specific and contested program, a program that has shaped the tensions between Iran and the United States. Fordo is buried deep under a mountain that lies near the holy city of Qom, surrounded by layers of concrete and rock, making it nearly impenetrable to... This is where some of Iran's most advanced centrifuges operate, enriching uranium close to 4. Natanz, located in the desert, has long been Iran's largest enrichment site, sprawling across an area. Its underground halls have been targeted by cyber attacks and sabotages over the years, yet it has always been rebuilt and returned to Isfahan, a city with deep historical and cultural significance in conversion and weapons research. Together, the bone of Iran's nuclear effort. For the U.S., allowing these three sites, their growing stockpiles of highly enriched uranium, posed a threat that extended far beyond the Middle East. It's designed to send a message that no matter how deep, how hidden, or how protected these facilities were, America... This was more about than just destroying the timeline, about setting back a program that many in the intelligence community feared in just a few short years. Each target carried symbolic and strategic weight. Hitting its best guarded sites were vulnerable. Striking Natanz weakened the heart of their enrichment capabilities, and targeted critical links in the supply chain for uranium conversion and weapons design. Together, these strikes weren't just about reshaping the balance of power in a region teetering on the edge of conflict. The choice of these targets was a calculated one. The United States aimed to make it force its red lines, regardless of terrain or defenses. It was a warning, not only to Iran, believed its underground secrets were safe from the reach of American stealth and precision. To understand why the United States was a devastating attack deep inside Iran, you have to understand the aircraft that made it possible. Spirit is unlike any other bomber in the world. B-2 appears as little more than just a faint blip, smaller than a bird, making it a target or intercept. What makes the B-2 so effective is its range. At 21 meters long with a wingspan of over 52 meters, it can carry up to 18,000 kilograms of weapons, including the B Massive Ordnance Penetrator. This is the largest non-nuclear designed to drill deep into concrete and rock before detonating. Buried facilities, like those in Fordo and Natanz, than just a weapon. It's a symbol of American air power and that no matter how well an enemy conceals its secrets, reach them. Its stealth capabilities don't just hide the aircraft, they shift the... An enemy can fortify a site deep underground surrounded by mountains expecting protection. Yet the B-2 can buy the best defenses feel vulnerable. For a warning, the B-2 is not a relic of the past, but a tool that can operate in contested airspace, strike with precision, and disappear before... It's a reminder that technology, combined with planning and precision, can redefine the rules of modern warfare. Strikes on Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan have already changed the calculus of tensions across the Middle East. Iran, this is more than just a tactical setback. Its forces can be reached and neutralized, no matter how deep or well guarded. But the implications, in a region where alliances and rivalries can shift overnight, friends and foes alike. For Israel and Saudi Arabia, long wary of Iran's nuclear, what many have hoped for years, that the United States is both will and lines. It reassures these nations that their security concerns are taken seriously, and it strengthens the bond between Washington. At the same time, it serves as a warning to groups like Hezbollah that any aggression could trigger a devastating American or coalition response. For Russia and China, this attack complicates. Both have invested politically and economically in Iran, and both have expressed concern, yet both must now consider that American air power can operate deep within contested airspace balance. The risk of miscalculation grows every time a precision strike like this, a possibility of a wider conflict, harder to ignore. More broadly, the attack could unsettle global energy markets, raise tensions across borders. What started as a precision airstrike may evolve into a crisis that no one truly wants, but one that may be increasingly. The world is watching closely, and every decision made in the coming days could define the future of the Middle East. This attack by 3 B-2 stealth bombers is more than just a headline, at least, and perhaps the world. The United States has shown that it can hit deep, buried targets in the heart of Iran. But this kind of precision strike doesn't come without a risk. The bigger question is, what happens next? If retaliation follows, this could quickly spiral beyond into this crisis. Was this a smart move by the U.S. strength, or a dangerous step closer to a larger war and respond? Will this be a warning that forces them to reconsider their nuclear program, or a spark that ignites an engine? We want to hear from you. What do you think about the United States' decision to launch this attack? Was it the risk continue to escalate? How do you see this ending? Read everyone. And if you want to go a step further and support the channel, consider joining the fleet. You'll get loyalty plus, bring more real-world military stories to the surface. Just click join on our channel page and come on aboard. Stay tuned for the next mission.